We're delighted to be joined by Pico Lopes, goal scorer from the first leg of the game between SK Brann and Shamrock Rovers, which Rovers are replaying on Facebook on Thursday night. So there'll be people tuning in for that. So we thought we'd get a view from someone who's very much centrally involved in the day. Can you talk to us a little bit, Pico, about the build-up to the game? Because, you know, the League of Ireland, there's a small number of clubs. So you're playing Pats and Bows and Cork on a regular basis. But I'd say you probably enjoy getting a chance to play someone different, kind of, you know, it is a step up playing in Europe and a challenge to take on players a little bit different, traveling to a different environment and, you know, a live game. It was live on Air Sport across Ireland. So can you maybe talk us through the kind of build up to the game from that point of view?
Yeah, it's obviously it's brilliant going to a different country to play. You just get the excitement of obviously going on a trip with your teammates, and you know it's going to be a big occasion because there's nothing really bigger in league football, in team football, than the kind of European competition, and it was just obviously great that we were going to start our adventure. Going over there, it was a bit going into the unknown because you can watch videos on teams, and we watched videos on Brann, but you don't really get a sense of how good the team is until you're right up against it. Obviously, we trained the stadium the night before, and we took it all in. It's a fantastic stadium, but you wouldn't realise where it would be located, because if you're kind of driving through a nice housing area of Norway, and boom, the stadium popped out of nowhere, which kind of looks like accommodation from one side, and then once you get into it, it's just this spectacular stadium. So that was great, obviously, just to soak that in the day before and train what you do. And then the morning of the game, we were just kind of relaxed as you do, having breakfast, having the chit chat. We actually, Jack Bourne's celebration, the Weasel, kind of came from that morning. We were just kind of joking around, asked him how he got his nickname, just kind of little chat, and we came up with this little kind of hand gesture, and we said, we scored today, we have to use that. So we're all kind of relaxed and calm. And then obviously after we had a pre-match and a pre-match meeting, the kind of heads are screwed on then, and you're travelling to the game. That's had the headphones in, getting focused. But again, it's just fantastic driving up to the stadium in the bus, and just seeing obviously the crowd starting to gather, and you can just get the sense that this is going to be an important match, and it's going to be a really good day. So the build-up was fantastic.
And then Brann scored. It was a really well taken goal that they got kind of going behind in Europe, and you guys didn't let your heads drop and got back into the game. Everyone in the stadium thought you got the equaliser. It was a great ball in by Jack Byrne. You didn't try and claim it. You were honest enough, were you, to say to the lads it was an own goal?
No, I was happy for them to assume that I scored it. Let's say I think that's the best way to put it. But no, obviously, yeah. I think we're on the wrong end of some screamers in Europe. I think Poland scored a few good goals against us, and then obviously in Brann, your man scored a spectacular volley. And it has to be a good goal to be Al. But obviously, we were delighted to kind of hit back in the way we done. We responded well. We actually grew into the game. I think we started that game a bit nervous, but I think after we kind of adjusted to the climate, it was a very hot day, and obviously the level of opponent we're playing, where I thought we settled into the game really well. So to get one back through obviously a great ball by Jack, and I managed to cause a nuisance amongst myself in the box, to get that was just lovely, great. We're ready to be back in here, we're playing where we start again. But then I had to go and give away a penalty about a minute later, which was really frustrating, because I thought
is that the adrenaline running through you at the time, because it literally came a couple of minutes after the goal? Or
no, I don't even think it was adrenaline. It's just it was a poor decision by myself. I think I didn't move my feet quick enough, and to be fair, your man was clever. He poked it through my legs and took the dive over the leg. But I don't think it's a matter of adrenaline, because I thought myself on the day, I was very calm in my mind, which is important to go into any game. So I don't think it was adrenaline. It was just a poor decision, and obviously one that cost us a penalty opportunity, and they dispatched it well. So just frustrating after that. I think since obviously I gave away the penalty, I kind of put it to my mind. It goes, look, there's nothing I can do about change that decision now. I'm going to try and have an impact on the rest of the game going forward.
And you definitely did. But before the kind of going into injury time, Rovers had a couple of chances. Aaron Green had one where there was a really last gasp defender track back, just got a block in. It looked like it was going into the goal, and it was really important that you didn't let your heads drop. And I know talking to Stephen Bradley, he was looking for you guys to score more from set pieces. And when you have someone like Jack Byrne who can, get the deliveries in, it meant even in injury time when we got that corner, everyone was believing, I'm sure you were as well, that he can get the goal. And you were the one that popped up to head it home. And to score an equalising goal, having come behind twice in the first leg in Europe, I'm sure it's up there with some of the best that you've done in your career on the pitch.
Yeah, it was a fantastic moment, and it was great for me personally because obviously I kind of felt like I let the team down, obviously, because we were in a good position, we were playing really well, and it was one of them days where like we had a few opportunities, but it didn't look like we were going to score. And I think that has been the case since the start of the season, where some great balls were being put in by Jack, but we weren't converting enough. And I just remember going up for that last corner. I think Joey turned to me and goes, "Right, where are you going?" And I goes, "Look, I'm just kind of wait until I get the fly at that bottom, just kind of attack it, like, because sometimes we were guilty of making me run too early, and I'll be taking myself out of the game." So I said, "No, I'm just going to wait." And look, enough, Jack pulled it right on the money, and like I just got the line, the flight of the ball, attacked it well, and I managed to pull it into the one spot that there was no defenders on the line, and it was just out of the goalkeeper's reach. And then once that went in, I just think it was the emotion that I felt like I've never felt before was brilliant. I felt like I've kind of got myself out of a hole here, but then to share with the rest of the players and the fans, the travelling fans were amazing for the whole game, but they were right in that corner as well behind the goal, like, so just be able to kind of share that, and you knew it was the last kick of the game, so you knew we were coming back home with something to defend with 2 away goals, which obviously is massive, like, so it's probably up there one of the best moments for me in my career.
Yeah, there's a great photo. I think it's on Sports File of the Rovers away section, and you can pick out everyone that I know celebrating, and there's people falling over one another. It's absolutely great, to get some of that. Yeah, and in that corner. Do you think Brann maybe underestimated Rovers? I think we played particularly well. They were a decent side, but I don't know. We'll be showing the game on Facebook in the second leg next week. But do you think potentially that they underestimated us?
Maybe a little bit going into the first game. Again, like I said, it's kind of hard to judge like how good or how bad a team is like through video, like unless you've played against them before. Like, so like maybe going into the game, they probably thought we might not be a threat. But I think after the first 15 minutes, they knew they were in a game, and they knew they'd have a tough fixture going back to Tala. Like when they seen our fans, like how good they were away, I think everyone could hear them in the stadium over the Brann fans as well. Like, so they knew it was going to be a hostile atmosphere going back to Tala. And I'd say maybe going into the first game, but I don't think they could underestimate us, like, coming back to Tala. Like, so they knew what they were up against, a good opposition.
I was talking to Greg Bulger earlier in the week, and he was talking about how you guys have been looking over some of the matches and stuff on Huddle, but will you be watching back on Thursday night on Facebook? I think Con Murphy might be doing the commentary for air. Will you be watching back on Thursday night?
Yeah, I have it marked in now. I might just wait to the last 5 minutes, see how it finishes. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be good to watch again. Listen, Pico, thanks very much for joining us today.
No problem, like that. Pleasure.
All the best. Take it easy.
Bye.